The Rape Gang Inquiry Report is out.
250,000 young girls.
Exactly.
Let's start off with the rape stats in general and how it compares in England versus the rest of the world.
Yeah, England and Wales reported annual per 100,000, 117.3, and that is worse than Grenada, Botswana, Lesotho, Panama, South Africa.
And England is way ahead. England's almost 2x ahead of South Africa.
Yeah, this was a nationwide, not merely local phenomenon. That this was never a series of isolated local failures. It was coordinated nationwide pattern of organized child sexual exploitation that repeated in town after town, city after city, from the far north to the south coast. Number two, the scale was enormous, more than anyone dared to think. The scale of the crimes committed is staggering. It has been previously established that at the very least 250,000 young white girls have been subjected to repeated rape, gang rape, trafficking, torture, pregnancy, forced Islamic conversion, and lifelong trauma. The true number is probably higher.
I'm gonna try not to laugh.
As has been reported, the vast majority of perpetrators were Pakistani Muslims. In court records and official inquiries, about 87% of those convicted in these group-based child sexual exploitation cases bore distinctively Muslim names. Dr. Taj Hargay, an imam with the Oxford Islamic Congregation, believes the true proportion of gang members who are Muslim to be around 95%. Insane, right? Give me a break from reading.
Yeah,
it's just like insane. It's just you imported this group who did this and let them get away with it.
I'm gonna try not to laugh.
Number four, vulnerable girls were targeted using a consistent method. Organized networks of perpetrators built coordinated operations that transported victims between locations, supplied them with drugs and alcohol, recorded abuse for distribution and blackmail, and passed girls between multiple adult men. The police and other institutions knew what was happening and ignored it.
I haven't read the whole thing. It's 219 pages.
Police forces ignored repeated reports, criminalized victims instead of perpetrators, destroyed evidence, and allowed known rapists to walk free on bail. Social care services undermined protective parents, placed children in trafficking hubs inside children's homes, closed cases despite clear indicators of exploitation, and retaliated against whistleblowers. The NHS recorded genital injuries, multiple sexually transmitted infections in children as young as 13, pregnancies caused by rape and suicide attempts, yet discharged victims back to their abusers without safeguarding referrals or trauma care. Schools observed older men collecting girls at the gates, heard disclosures of rape on school premises, and responded by excluding victims rather than protecting them. In these institutions did so because they were afraid of being called racist. Political correctness, fear of accusations of racism, and fear of losing electoral support from certain demographics have taken precedence over the protection of British children.
So it's basically a systemic sacrificing of like the children to these people. And then what's worse than child rape?
I'm gonna try not to laugh.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Like murder,
You
I
go
guess.
to war for something like this.
Yeah, this is like probably the worst, most horrific crime a person can commit besides child murder. Then we have some more context here, and it gets bad.
Yeah, specific leaders who we're all familiar with. Sir Keir Starmer, while he was the director of the public prosecutions, it has been reported that 13,000 suspected rape gang members and pedophiles were let off with warning letters. A Daily Express investigation revealed that Khan had direct access to HM Inspectorate of Constabulary documents detailing the very patterns of the offending he had denied. So he's a Muslim-type guy, Sadiq Khan and Keir Starmer, and they're leaders right now still, and it wasn't a priority for them.
This next one is really crazy, and it kind of was alluded to in the last reading. Can you read like 2 sentences before the highlighted?
Yeah, when Fiona's this is like a personal testimony. When Fiona's mother called the police to report her daughter missing and mentioned a history of abuse by Asian men,
Which is,
remember, 95% Pakistani. The call handler told her, "You can't describe them as Asian men because that's racist. You should just be glad your child is being taught a different culture." On one occasion, a police officer returned Fiona to the house where the abuse was occurring and told the men to have fun with her.
It's basically the worst thing. The police.
It's like everybody needs to be like in prison forever. Everybody who even touched this tangentially.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And the police are like, it's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
You know? And then can you give this one a read?
One of the UK rape gang victims publicly spoke about her life-shattering ordeal, and then British police arrested her for it within 30 minutes and sent her to prison. She wrote a post on Facebook alleging that she had been a victim of grooming gangs. The post went viral. Within half an hour, the police arrested her and she was sent to prison.
Arresting the rapist, they arrested her for posting racially insensitive stuff about the Muslims.
But, it's just insane. This is a Western country, conquered the world. England conquered the world. And now you're on this dumb shit defending Pakistanis.
Yeah, so crazy. And then it actually gets even worse. This woman was being raped and was screaming. And then the police arrested her for disturbing the peace.
The police walked into a flat where a woman was being raped and they arrested her for breach of the peace. Now, this woman had been gang raped and they did not arrest a single suspect. One of the officers recognized the suspect there as already being known to police. They did not arrest any of the suspects. They did not preserve the crime scene and they did not safeguard this woman. After they arrested her and took her outside, they decided to de-arrest her and let her walk through the streets of Nottingham city centre on New Year's Day at 2 a.m, having just been gang raped and still intoxicated. Not a single one of the 6 police officers that were there had noted her rape anywhere in the case file. Now, what happened to these police officers? Were they arrested for perverting the course of justice, for obstruction? No, of course not. This poor woman had to go home and then re-report her rape 5 days later.
So there you go. Police are basically useless.
I don't understand how this happened. I don't understand how that could be the case at all. And that's a big part of it. A lot of the themes you see in the individual stories is a 14-year-old girl or a 13-year-old girl, and it was she's drunk. It's they forced alcohol down her, right? Mm-hmm. They got her on drugs of some kind, and then the police are well, I don't believe. You want me to read it, really? It's a story about a girl who they let a dog rape her, and the men placed bets on whether it would penetrate her vagina or anus. Filmed and forced to rewatch the footage, this was the most extreme and prolonged incident she experienced and represented a significant escalation of the level of harm and control being exerted over her.
I'm gonna try not to laugh, because it feels mean.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing to help my new channel to grow.
I think there's a resurgence of anti-Semitism because at this point in time, Europe has not yet learned how to be multicultural. And I think we're going to be part of the throes of that transformation, which must take place. Europe is not going to be the monolithic societies that they once were in the last century. Jews are going to be at the center of that. It's a huge transformation for Europe to make. They are now going into a multicultural mode, and Jews will be resented because of our leading role.